Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to install a Weiser keyed entry doorknob. This will be a full tutorial and an easy tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, this is the Weiser doorknob, and as you can see, it is a keyed entry doorknob, so it has this key slot right here. I'm going to place it down and I'll show you the box for it as well. This is the box right here. This is the garage door on the side of my house. My wife and I recently bought the house, and this doesn't lead into the house in any way, so I kind of left the other doorknob on there, but now wanted to replace it with a new doorknob. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So I've already taken the liberty of taking off the old doorknob and also the plate that is over there, the striker plate. And I'm going to show you how to install it. Taking off the old one is really simple. You pretty much just unscrew it and you pull it off. Very simple and straightforward. So let's go ahead and let's install the new one. Now I'm just going to flip the camera screen so that I can see it. Now we're going to start off with this piece right here. This piece goes into the spine of the door, we'll call it, and usually there's going to be two different settings for two different lengths. Ideally you want it to be lined up in the center of the doorknob hole, but you can usually adjust it either by twisting it back and forth, or in the case of this one, if you pull this little tab down, I can make it smaller like that, or I can make it longer. And in the case of this door, we need the longer option. Now you want to make sure that when you install it, this part here that's on an angle, as you can see, this angled part is positioned so that it's going to slide closed. So you want the angled part to be lined up with the way that the door is closing. So the angled part is here because when I close the door, the angled part is going to allow the door to slide closed like that. Okay, so what you want to do is obviously get the length that you need, place it in there just like that, and then obviously you're going to be placing two screws right there, but you don't want to tighten them all the way just yet. You want to tighten them up fairly tightly, but not all the way just yet. So generally speaking, you're going to get a few different options for the sizes of screws that you can use. In this case, I'm going to use these smaller screws right here. Obviously there are already holes here from the old doorknob. You want to just try and line up your new one with those old holes. It just makes it a lot easier. So I'm just going to place these screws in there, and like I said, I'm not going in super tight just yet because we might have to make some small adjustments. So we're just going to go, we're just going to get them in place just like that. So they're not really tight, but they're in place. So the first part's already done. What we've done is we've now placed in this piece right here. As you can see, it goes in the middle there. Now for the next part, probably going to zoom in just a little bit over here. For the next part, we're going to get the doorknob, and the doorknob is going to go in on both sides. Both parts of the doorknob are going to go in on both sides. We're going to try and line it up right here with the two screw holes and this hole in the middle right there. So what I like to do is there's going to be two parts of the doorknob. There's going to be an outside and an inside. I'll zoom back out for a second. Ooh, wrong way. We're going to zoom back out right there. So if you look, one part of the doorknob is going to have these long parts for the screws to tighten into, and the other part is not going to have that at all. I like to start off with this part because this has the part where the that has to be lined up in those appropriate holes. And make sure, I know this goes without being said, but I'm going to say it anyways because I've made this mistake before. Make sure your keyed entry is on the appropriate side of the door. So obviously I want my key to be on the outside of the door. This is the outside of the door. So what I'm going to do, and I'll probably just go like this, and I'll probably show you this side of the door, is, I don't know if this is going to work properly. I might have to move the camera a little bit. So I'm just going to move the camera. Give me a quick moment here. So we're going to move the camera like this, and I'm going to be taking this part of the doorknob, and I'm going to be lining it up properly in here. So it might take some fiddling, but I'm going to take the doorknob, and I essentially want these two little pieces to line up in these little holes over here, okay? So I'm going to just, and obviously this only goes in one orientation as well, so you got to kind of figure it out. But I'm going to place it in place, and then I'm going to rotate it until it makes sense for it to go inside of the actual hole right there. So that is not the appropriate way. I'm going to try rotate it again like this. We'll try it this way over here, just like that. That looks like it's about right. We're almost there. Like I said, you're going to have to fiddle around with it until it goes in place. So let's just go ahead and try. There we go. So now I've placed it in there, and I'm going to place those two screw holes through. And as you can see, it's lined up flush with the door. Now I'm actually going to be holding that in place. Let's try and adjust the camera right here. I'm going to be holding that in place, and what I want to do next is I want to get the other side. I'm going to have to move the camera again. That should be okay like that. Okay, So as you can see over here, that's in place. It's sticking out right here. Okay, that's that part right there that you see is from the other side of the doorknob. Now I'm gonna get the interior part of the doorknob, which has this part on it, and I'm gonna be lining it up. And on the interior part, I want these two little holes to be lined up with the those little hinges, those little pieces that were sticking out. Okay, now there is one little piece that you have to understand with this doorknob, because it's such a wide doorknob. These are the holes that the screws go through, but I can't access them. So I'm gonna have to actually remove the doorknob because it's such a wide modern style doorknob. So I'm gonna hold this in place like that. I'm holding the other doorknob in place, and I'm getting this one and I'm lining it up properly with that middle piece. It only goes one way. So I'm lining it up properly with this little semicircle here, and I'm gonna place it in place just like that. Okay, it only goes one way, like I said, and there we go. So regularly, you could just take your screws, put them through here, tighten them up, and you can attach the two pieces of the doorknob together. And the screws that I'm talking about, I'll show you what they look like right now, but they're actually, give me one quick second, they just fell in the hole, obviously. There we go. So the screws that I'm talking about don't have a sharp edge because they're not drilling into anything, they're just tightening it together. So regularly I would just place these in here and I would tighten them up. But as you can see, I can't get a good angle because this is so big. So with one like this right here, let's place these down, it actually comes with this little Allen key. And the Allen key actually will remove the doorknob off of this little holder right here. So we just have to look for it. It's on this side over here. I'm gonna quickly scoot on by over here, and it's on this side right here. I'm gonna use this, holding it in place, and I'm just gonna loosen this little bolt. And once I loosen this, the cool thing is that the doorknob will actually come off. So right now, the doorknob comes off. And now I can tighten those screws in place. So here's the doorknob, right? I'm just gonna place this down. I'm gonna put it in my pocket because my wife will really not appreciate it if I ruin the doorknob before we even start using it. So now, let's get these right here. These are the two screws. And as you can see, they just go in here and they're gonna tighten. I'll go on the other side again. They're gonna tighten up both of these doorknobs together. You can see there's two doorknobs that are still separate, but they're going to be tightening them together. So what we need to do is just you're going to have to find the latch point where it's going to tighten on. And how you know you've done it right is if I pull, it's not coming out. So I know I've tightened it up appropriately. So I'm going to do the other side as well. And you can do it by hand. To be honest with you, I usually do it by hand because it's more accurate. However, just to save some time, I'm actually going to be using the screwdriver. So right here, as you can see, if I pull on them, they're in place, okay? So now I'm gonna take the screwdriver and just carefully, I'm just gonna tighten them up. And once again, we're not going extremely tight just yet. So I'm tightening it up in place, okay? I'm not going all the way, I'm going like 90% because we're gonna line everything up, okay? Okay, so now, what we've done is we've tightened it in place. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we're good. So I'm just wiggling it and jiggling and making sure it's fine. I'm gonna turn it a few times, okay? So as you can see, I'm literally just turning on the knob to make sure it works fine, everything is smooth. Okay, I'm gonna probably lock it. Okay, so now it's locked, it's not opening, and I'm gonna unlock it. And now that I know that it works fine, we're gonna tighten everything up. So I'm gonna start on the outside here, because we don't want to over tighten this to the point where it's going to make this not work properly. So I'm going to start here, we'll tighten this up, and you don't have to do it unbelievably tight. You just want it to be not protruding from the door. You don't want it to be scraping against the door frame when you close the door. So I've tightened it up. Let's try again. Still works fine. We're not protruding, we're good. Now we're going to tighten these up right here. So you want it to be where the doorknob doesn't jiggle at all. So right now the doorknob is still jiggling, as you can see. You want to remove that jiggle, so I'm just going to tighten this up. Once again, it doesn't have to be insanely tight, just tight enough so that your doorknob isn't moving, right? You don't want to over tighten it. So I think that should be good. We're going to try again. So yeah, we're good. As you can see, there's no movement on the part of the doorknob right there. We're actually almost done the entire process. Now I'm gonna, where did I put the doorknob? Oh, right here in my pocket. So I'm gonna take my doorknob right here and we're gonna actually tighten it back on into place. We're actually almost done at this point, which is really good. So I'm gonna take my doorknob, we're gonna put it back in place. I'm gonna line it up where it was before. just like that. And I'm gonna tighten it up. I think I lost, no, did I lose that bolt? No, it's right here. I thought I lost it for a second. So I'm gonna tighten it up just like that. Okay. So now we're in place, as you can see. So check this out. That doorknob is not coming out. We're good to go. I thought I lost the Allen screw there, but we're good. Now we're gonna test it out, okay? So, and we're almost done. I'm gonna lock it. Let's make sure that it locks fine. We're good. I'm gonna unlock it, okay? Make sure that it works. We're good. Make sure that the interior one works. Good to go. Let's also check the key. Another key factor, haha, no pun intended, when you're doing a keyed entry, that should be, yeah, so that's unlocked. Now we're gonna lock it, okay? Let's see if it works. Beautiful, so we're good. So we know at this point that it works, okay? So now all that we need to do is actually install the striker plate, which I'm trying to locate. Where did I place it? Right here. So I'm going to take the camera and I'm just going to move the camera one more time. And this is like really easy part. So let's show you what it looks like on the inside over here. Let's turn the camera. We're here in my garage, actually. As you can see, that's my filming table that I usually film on. But right here is where the old striker plate went. This is very simple. Key factor is when you put it in place, you want to make sure that this part, the rounded off part, is what allows the door to close. So this is how the door is going to close, like this. So you want to make sure that rounded off part really assists in closing the door. So you want to kind of picture it closing, and it's going to help it close. So now I have these screws. You can use longer screws or shorter screws. I'm going to reach over and grab my drill. There we go. So it's going to have these screws, and I'm just going to tighten this in place, and we're good to go. So I have these two screws. Usually, like I said, I would use longer ones, but I know these will be fine. Now I tighten them up like 90%, like I said, just like that. Not all the way just yet. Make sure it's nice and flush. It's all going to work fine. Make sure it's countersunk or at least even. You don't want it protruding past the door frame. You want it to be chiseled nicely in there. So now we're good. So I'm just going to tighten these up just like that. Once again, a lot of people will over tighten these, and they're going to tighten them to the point where they're going to kink or bend that plate right there. We don't want to do that. We just want it to be tight enough. So as you can see, that's not going anywhere. And we're good to go. That's literally it. We've installed the striker plate right there. We've also installed the doorknob. Once again, the lock and unlock is on the inside, and the keyed entry, as you can see right here, is on the outside. So we're good to go. That's it. That is literally how to install a Weiser keyed entry doorknob. It's an easy process, and I'm showing you exactly how to do it in this video. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment, and of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.